Do you see the countdown too?
Yes, sir.
You do? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. And what's up, man?
What's up?
How you feeling on this lovely post selection Sunday?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a I'll say this. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm
Oh,
excited.
me too.
Yeah,
Me
because
too.
go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I'm with you because as you know, I'm an Ohio State fan, and we've been having these noon games for the past
Yeah.
6 months. Feel like, man, just noon game, noon game, noon game. We finally get a prime matchup, the matchup of all matchups so far this season,
Yeah.
at night in the shoe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely excited, and the other matchups too, man. I'm excited for the whole thing.
Well,
What you looking forward to the most?
I want to see how good these teams are now because
Mm-hmm.
we, you and I both know that when it comes to conference play, it's different than playing out of
Yeah.
they're playing out of conference. And there are a lot of good teams out of conference that now we're going to see. We're going to see who is good and who is fake. Period.
Right.
Because the matchups
Mm-hmm.
that are the matchups now are going to be good against good.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? So there's no excuses.
Right.
You know.
You really ain't, man, because you win or you go home. And
Whew.
before we go any further, let me say it. Like I said, I'm gonna start by once again. Since last time we kind of dropped the ball,
Okay.
I dropped the ball. Not we, I did because I messed up the recording. But my name is Derek. It's my brother Siobhan right here. No, this is the Declassified podcast, and join in if you're into college football. You like to talk the game. You know what I'm saying. You want to hear the insights, and you got some opinions of your own. You want to drop in the comments, do so. So yeah, let's get back to it, man. I
Uh,
got SMU
Also,
looking like.
also, I want to throw in there that we both are believers in Christ.
Oh,
So,
no doubt.
if you are a person who loves the Lord but also loves football too, do that as well.
Mm-hmm. I, to piggyback off of that, that's how this thing actually began because we in church every Sunday.
Oh
This is
yeah.
my
Oh
bro,
yeah.
my gym bro, my bro all around. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's what we do before we get there a little bit early. So
Oh yeah.
sometimes I get there a little bit early just so we can chop it up about
Oh
the
yeah.
game, chop it up
Definitely.
about sports. You know what I'm saying? Talk life, talk. How's our prayer life? How's our family life? You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? So the bright idea just came along amongst the both of us to what why don't we start a podcast? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Let's just do it, just for fun. You know what I'm saying? It'd be fun to do it. So
Definitely.
yeah. To piggyback off what he said, man, just this sprung from our early mornings before church.
Yep. Amen.
Yes, sir.
So go ahead. What were you saying before?
Oh no, I was just saying, man, it's like the format is different
Well,
as far as this playoff system, man. I know it's 12 teams, but it's
yeah.
just like as
Yeah.
far as them basing who gets in and who doesn't,
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with it. It's
Me
like,
too. Me too.
yeah, like
Me
SMU
too.
getting in over Bama is like a turning of a leaf. It's like
What,
that
what,
would
what,
never
what,
have happened a year ago.
that's true. But you notice for a fact that Alabama's Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
The name Alabama carries weight.
No
The
doubt.
fact the fact that the fact that they're in the SEC carries weight. So
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to that alone, you would never picture SMU going over Bama. But
Not a
because
chance.
it's like you said before, because it's changed and it's shifted,
Mm-hmm.
that you have to compare the losses as as well as who they played and how they played.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
I watched that game. I watched that the SMU game and Clemson game.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson was ahead for a long time. In fact,
Right.
it almost looked like maybe a blowout. But SMU came back. Their
Uh-huh.
offense is nice. Like
Yeah.
their offense is legit. But the only
Yes,
thing
sir.
is that their defense, once again, their defense lacked that. Their defense is not as good as most defenses are, but their
Mm-hmm.
offense is legit though. It's
Oh,
very.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what it feels like to me, man, and I kind of like it. It's college basketball. You always got that Cinderella school
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
who sneaks into the
Oh
dance. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's giving me that March
Oh
Madness
yeah.
vibe. It's giving me that Sweet 16 vibes, and I
Oh
like
yeah.
it. So it's like, that's why I said Cinderella vibes, man. It's like they managed to sneak in. They like the what do you call them? The Saint Mary, Saint Vincent. You know what I'm saying? Matching up against Duke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the kind
Oh,
of feel it
oh man,
gives
I
me.
was so
You know
mad.
what I'm saying?
I was
Like,
so mad.
oh man,
But
yeah. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting set of games.
well, there are two games that I'm looking at the 20th because it starts the 20th of
Right.
December. There are two
Mm-hmm.
games that I'm looking at: the Penn State SMU game, and
Mm-hmm.
of course the Ohio State Tennessee game.
Yes, sir.
Only because the matchup after that is going to be is going to be like because let's just say SMU wins, beats Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that, and let's just say Tennessee comes here and beats Ohio State. The matchup now goes to Tennessee facing Oregon and SMU facing I want to say Arizona State. Is that right?
SMU with either the winner. No, Boise State.
What is
Well,
State?
yeah, Boise, because Boise got to buy. So yeah, Boise.
So to me now, Boise State, SMU, and Arizona State are the three ones, including Indiana too, are the
Mm-hmm.
four odd people out. No one
Yeah.
expects them to win nothing at all. Okay,
Yeah.
so I want to see what's going to happen, man, because if SMU upsets Penn State at Penn State, if
Right.
Tennessee upsets Ohio State, truthfully, Tennessee,
That's not an upset.
no, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's here though. It's here.
Right. Right.
So
Home
if
field advantage.
Tennessee gets Ohio State and SMU gets Penn State, then that matchup, and then you got Indiana going against Notre Dame
Yep.
at Notre Dame.
Well,
That matchup,
Indiana's already going against Notre Dame.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what game is that? I think that's on like the
21st.
that's the 21st. Yep.
Yeah, 21st.
Uh-huh. And
So,
you know what you just made me what you just made would you finish? Go ahead. Go ahead.
now go ahead.
But you know what you just made me think about?
What?
If Indiana was to shock the world and go on a
Woo!
real run, I'm gonna tell you something.
Woo!
There's two things. If Indiana was to shock the world and go on a crazy run,
Mm-hmm.
and Ohio State happens to fall to anybody, to anybody, they already got like 5 coaches in mind to replace Ryan Day. They've been talking about, right? Signetti's one of them.
Who is?
Indiana's coach, Signetti, is one of the people in that conversation.
Are you
They
serious?
talked about it. 13 million. They talked about 13. It's a $13 million buyout to buy out his contract. And
Nah.
yes, sir, his name is in the conversation to replace Ryan Day. Now they're not
Really?
saying they're gonna do anything yet. It's nothing in stone. Nothing's in hard in ink
I
or
didn't.
anything like that. But just like
Okay.
his name is floating around in that conversation.
Okay.
This Signetti guy from Indiana, their head coach. If Indiana goes on a real run, I wouldn't be surprised if Ohio State pursued him.
Really? Hmm.
That's
Okay.
serious.
Okay. You heard it here.
That's serious.
You heard it here. Hey,
Huh?
you heard it
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mark it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I thought my thinking is that he loves that the coach for Indiana loves that how you want to say it that underdog
Underdog.
type
Yeah.
mentality of you think that you better than me, but you're not
Right.
type mentality.
Now I didn't say he would accept the offer,
Okay.
but they will make him an offer. I'm almost certain.
I don't know if he don't I don't know if he would know what to do with all the talent that he has, man. Seriously.
Man, well, our coach right now doesn't seem to know what to do with it. Yeah, so I don't know, man. But yeah, that's just my little I'm throw that out there, but we'll
But,
see how that plays out.
but those of you who don't know, Derek is a big Ohio State fan, and I'm a big Blue fan. Okay,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
one of the things that him and I both have discussed in recent weeks about the upset of Ohio State and Michigan. Now,
Mhm.
we ain't gonna linger around on this story a long period of time, but
Hey,
just want you guys to
do your
know.
lingering, man. You can linger all you want to, man. Y'all deserve it at this point.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
the thing about it is that game just showed me that anything can happen. Seriously,
Mhm.
because
Yeah, for sure.
I don't care what team is the dominant team. Football, football is a game of coaching and matchups.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
if you're, I don't care who you are. And the Ohio State and Michigan game proved a 20.5 blowout supposed to have been to a 3-point win. Anything can happen. That's why these
Yes.
playoffs, anything can happen. For look, personally, I don't see Oregon going to pass the first round. That's
The
my
first,
opinion.
I mean, whoever they see in the first round is going to be more than formidable. So whoever they run into, whether it's Tennessee, whether it's
Ohio
Ohio
State,
State,
I don't see
they
it.
could fall either way. Like I'm with you on that.
I don't
I'm
see
with you
it.
on that. I don't see them making it past either one of those
Nah,
squads.
nah.
So
Because
I don't
it's
see
like
it.
this, and you and I both know discuss this for a period of time when it comes to that game that Oregon had against Ohio State. If
Mm-hmm.
Ty Howard would have got down, they'd have came in, kicked the field goal, and it'd be a different story. It'd be OSU
Whole
right
different
now
story.
playing for number one seed.
Yeah,
Seriously,
no doubt.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it didn't happen that way. So okay, it is what it is. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is my own opinion. I really don't. As much as Dan Lenny talk about he don't he's happy be where he's at, and
Mm-hmm.
he's a smart coach and he knows what he's doing. But I really don't believe he wants to see Ohio State again. I really don't.
Oh
This
no, no, that'd be that would be.
is my opinion.
Oh no, there's no way it beats us twice.
Nah,
There's no way,
nah.
no way. So yeah, that would be that probably worse than them running into Tennessee.
Yeah,
Even though I believe
yeah,
Tennessee would still
yeah,
handle business
yeah,
against them,
yeah.
it's just I don't think he wants to see Ohio State. I agree.
I mean, I really think he wants OSU to lose
Mm-hmm.
so he can't play Tennessee.
Right.
Like, as I said, look, we all got faces. We all
Mm-hmm.
got that face in front of the camera. Like, yeah, we don't care who we want to face. We're gonna win. Cool, whatever.
Right.
But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, he know.
Oh, for
He
sure.
know. Okay,
Absolutely.
he knows
Yeah.
that game that close. That
I mean,
close.
I'm not just saying this as an Ohio State fan. Like, it's not. It feels almost as like they didn't beat us. We beat ourselves.
True.
Like they
True.
didn't beat us. We lost the game. Like we fumbled it basically.
Yeah.
So it's like that was Ohio State's game to win, but they
Yeah.
let it slip.
Yeah.
So
It happens.
seeing them again, that mistake won't happen again. I'm almost certain.
How do you feel about the how do you feel about let's go with Texas and Georgia.
Texas and Georgia.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that was anybody's. Like I said, that was anybody's matchup to win.
yeah.
But I mean, even with that says something about the Georgia's team because even with their quarterback going down, they still pulled out the win.
Yeah, yeah,
They lost Carson Beck, so they still pulled out a win against top ranked number 2 ranked Texas.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that says something about their program,
Yep,
says something about their coaching. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? So
yep.
I gotta respect it.
Have to, man.
For a
Hey,
while I
have
didn't want
to.
to really give Georgia their full props, but I kind of have to at this point.
Out of the past 3 years, out of the past 4 years, it's been them or Michigan, but it's been
Yeah,
them more than anything.
yeah, for sure.
And
Uh huh.
they know how to win, man.
Yeah,
Like
they do. And I'm gonna tell you something else, man. In this playoff series, they have a cakewalk.
who they got
Yeah,
after
first off, they got to buy, and then they have the winner between Indiana. I probably shouldn't say cakewalk. On paper, it's a cakewalk.
look.
On paper, it's a cakewalk. Because like you said, anybody can win,
Yeah,
anybody can lose any given day. So
Yeah.
that's the reality.
Yeah.
But on paper, they have a cakewalk because they see the winner between Indiana and Notre Dame.
I would
I feel
love
like
to
they could
see.
take either one of them teams, but they
Oh yeah.
could also
Yeah.
there could be an upset brewing. So we don't know.
I would love to see Georgia and Notre Dame.
Uh-huh.
Marcus
Yeah,
Freeman.
that just
Marcus
feels
Freeman,
classic right there.
good coach, man. He's a good coach.
Uh-huh. That feels classic.
And
He's another one in the
yeah.
another one in the conversation.
Oh, is
You
he?
know that, right?
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
I'm gonna tell you.
That's fire
I've
right
been looking it up
there.
because I'm trying. I've been looking into this, man. Like I'm
Okay.
trying because everybody wants my man ran up out of town. I'm not talking about Ryan Day. For those who don't know, they want Ryan Day ran up out of town, and there's a few coaches that are swirling around as far as on the rumor mill that Ohio State wants to be in contact with to make an offer to, if they were to go that route. I'm not
Okay.
saying they're going to fire Ryan Day, but if they were to, these are the coaches that they're talking about:
Okay.
Mike Vrabel, Signetti, I forget his first name, from Indiana's head coach. Marcus Freeman, which makes sense to me, honestly. He's an alumni, you know what I'm saying? He understands the rivalry, he understands the culture of Ohio State. Who else? I've heard Deion Sanders. I don't think that
Seriously?
would fit at all.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's not happening though.
That's a bad fit.
That's
But
not good.
it's not happening. It's not happening at all. And there's one more. There's one more. Who was that fifth person? He must not have been too relevant, man. I can't. I'll think of it later. But so far, those are the names that are like being tossed around.
Okay. Well,
But
I
back
was
to what you were saying, man. Like Notre Dame and Georgia
mm-hmm,
clash. Like that's
mm-hmm,
I want
mm-hmm.
to see that as well, man. I'm looking forward to that. We don't know if we're gonna get it.
I
Indiana can win.
mean, this thing is so crazy, man, because it's like this. You got Oregon, Georgia, Arizona State, and Boise State as the top four teams.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson is the odd man out, but they won their ACC championship.
Yeah.
They play. Who they play?
Texas.
Do they?
Uh-huh.
Woo!
It's lit, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Woo!
It's up. It's up.
Well,
it's finna go down, man. It's finna go down.
I'll tell you this. If anything, tradition is all in the playoffs. You got
Mm-hmm.
Georgia, Texas, Clemson. Oh my God, Notre Dame. You know what I mean? Let's see who else. Penn State is there a little bit. Indiana not there. Oregon's not there. Who else? What did you say? Those four teams: Georgia, Texas, Georgia, Clemson, and Notre Dame. They're more traditional powerhouses, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
I don't know, man. It's going to be very interesting to see the second round matchups, because if you get a Ohio State, Oregon,
Mm-hmm.
you get an SMU and Georgia.
Could be.
Is that right?
That could be a scenario. But
Okay.
no. You mean first round?
Second round.
Okay, first round you got SMU and Penn State. Whoever wins between that
Plays
matchup
who?
plays Boise.
Okay, SMU. Let's say Penn State wins. So Penn State, and Boise State, right?
Yeah.
And you got Ohio State possibly against Oregon. You got you got Notre Dame going against Georgia, right?
If they beat Indiana.
And you got Arizona State. You got who else?
You got Arizona State takes on the winner. They have a bye. Boise State and Arizona State having a bye is wild to me.
Yeah,
it's wild to me. Like that's crazy.
That's
but
how it is.
They got
the
winner. They're waiting on the winner between Clemson and Texas.
So
Arizona State is.
So hold on. Okay. So you got Boise State as the bye.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to play either SMU or Penn State, correct?
Yes, sir. Yep.
And then
correct.
you got Texas and Clemson, and the winner of that plays Arizona State. Is that right?
Correct. Correct.
I don't see Boise or Arizona State getting past that. Like, I can't see Texas going down, or even Clemson going down to one of them. I can't see it.
Nah.
Now,
Nah. Definitely not. Definitely not. I don't. I can't. I
I
mean,
just
they were surprised. They would shock the nation if they was to pull that off. But
like Boise is that Boise.
if somebody's crazy enough to bet money on Arizona State, to bet money on Boise
Yeah,
making it to the semis, that's gonna be a wealthy individual.
look, I'm gonna say this: if you bet SMU at Indiana for the championship and they go, dude.
Oh man. Listen, you won't know I'm a millionaire, but there'll be signs.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You see me riding around in a Batmobile. You like, why you got a Batmobile? Like, oh man,
dude.
you know,
Oh my
it's gonna be
god.
signs.
But see, that's the good thing about this, man, because you just don't know.
I
Like
like it.
like
It's not predictable.
it's not.
It's
It's
just
not.
the best of the conference, their
Yeah,
respective conferences.
yeah.
So it's no longer like, and I'm not gonna act like Alabama wouldn't be in this if not for that loss against Oklahoma. So they probably would be, but since they're not, I think they kind of like
Let's talk about that.
they took it a different route. Yeah.
Let's because guess who plays Alabama?
Who?
Michigan.
Ooh, I love it.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Oh,
Now
that's
now
such a class. Oh,
now we're gonna
ooh.
face we're gonna face a rematch from last year, and an Alabama
Mm,
team who feel they were snubbed. Okay.
this
Come
is a
on,
fact.
man.
This is a
Like, come
fact.
on. Like, are you
I mean,
serious?
on the flip side though, you also facing a Michigan team that's got some momentum. They just
I don't know
knocked
about
off.
this.
No, I'm just saying they just knocked off a team they had no business knocking off.
True,
They just proved that they were a lot better than what people were giving them credit for.
true. But
They just proved that, so they feeling pretty good right now.
a lot of seniors are not going to play in the bowl game. So like,
Oh, they're trying to
so,
preserve their draft status.
yeah. So like,
Yeah.
Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant,
Mm-hmm.
they're not playing. They're not playing.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a big loss.
If they was to pull that off against Bama, you know they'd probably be
Man,
Sharon Moore. Sharon
man,
Moore would be the hottest ticket in town
man,
with that roster
dude. Look,
showing up and handling business against Bama like that. Come on, man.
I was reading the reports coming out about who we played, right? I'm like, Alabama, they upset, they
Mm-hmm.
mad, and we are
But can they really? Nah, go ahead. My bad.
we have no quarterback.
Uh huh.
We just fired our offensive coordinator. Our seniors are not going to play. So our best bet is to play the young guys, get them in
Mm-hmm.
there, get them in there to start playing, and then see
Mm-hmm.
what happens. Because other than that, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You know,
I don't
it's
know.
gonna be interesting. It's just, I mean, does Alabama really have the right to feel snubbed though?
Well,
In my
look,
opinion, no.
look.
But I know Alabama fans, their fan basers,
It's,
they feel like they've been snubbed.
oh
I'm like,
man,
you can't take those type of losses. 3 losses, and this last one, Oklahoma, was just like that was the straw that
well,
broke the camel's back. So it's like you
well, you got to think of it though, like this. I mean, and it's a two part thing. One,
mhm.
would they have snubbed him out if Saban was still there?
That's a good
Two,
question.
two. I really think because it was a because Alabama. No, if Texas would have beat if Texas would have beat if Texas would have beat Georgia, Alabama would have been in. Guarantee.
Quite possibly.
Guarantee. Because
Hmm.
a three loss SEC teams is more valuable than SMU or even SMU or even
Boise.
Boise.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah. I
mean,
mean, maybe.
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Maybe they're just maybe the goal is to shake things up.
I
Maybe the
hope
goal
so.
is to switch up the format. And because they're no longer they're not. It seems like they're not really looking at the strength of schedule right now because SMU wouldn't be here. Boise wouldn't be here over Alabama. You're absolutely right because if they were going off strength of schedule and basing that, they probably would have. I can't see SMU being here
If you
or
go,
Boise because as good as Boise is, they haven't played anybody
true,
honestly. So
that's true. If you go now, you and I both know if Boise, Arizona State, and SMU played Alabama, they will lose. Probably lose for real, for real.
oh yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
indeed.
But thing about it is the way the committee is going is 3 losses. Vanderbilt was shown that they weren't a bad team this year, so
Mm-hmm.
not a bad loss.
Right.
They lost to who else did they lose to?
Bama lost to hold on. He also lost to Tennessee.
Tennessee. Now
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee, Vanderbilt, not bad losses. But Oklahoma,
Right.
bad
Yeah.
because
They
well,
didn't score.
they got blown out, man. They got
Against
blown out.
Oklahoma, they did not score. Like,
They
that's
got
what you
blown out.
can't not score. You know what I'm saying? Like, they
They
didn't
got
score. They got a field goal out of that
yeah.
whole entire four
Yes.
quarters. They got a field goal.
Yes.
Come on now,
Yes.
big bad Bama.
And see what's crazy is that anytime you design your offense around a quarterback
Mm-hmm.
that yeah, he can throw, but he's more of a runner than a thrower.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And your whole offense evolve around him. That's it. He's your
Mm-hmm.
offense. You shut him
For the most
down,
part,
it's done.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think Oklahoma figured that out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Big
So
time. Big time.
it's just
So
yeah, man.
I ain't personally I'm not mad or upset about how like
Me neither.
as people want to be upset about them being out. Look at it, man. You got Clemson who won the ACC. You got
Mm-hmm.
Arizona State who won the Pac-12. You got Boise who won the Big 12,
Mount
Mountain West, and then
Mountain West, yeah.
you got SEC Georgia, Big 10 Oregon. Them five right there alone were definitely gonna get in. Okay.
Yeah,
Then
for
you
sure.
then you got a 10-2 Penn State, a 11-1 Indiana team.
Mm-hmm.
Only loss is to Ohio State. Then you got a Texas 10-2 team. Only 2 losses is to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
Quality losses, yeah.
Let's get real here. You know what
Yeah,
I
for sure.
mean? Because at the end of the day, when you look at it, who Alabama, their best chance was for Georgia to beat Texas. I mean, for Texas to beat Georgia. That didn't
Mm-hmm.
happen. It was a wrap for them, man. Seriously.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So
And I'm gonna tell
Alabama,
you what.
go ahead.
No, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I feel some type of way about Oregon being Big Ten champs. It's first year in
I
the
was
Big
too,
Ten. You
man.
know what I'm saying? This is our
I was
house.
too. I
This
can't
is our
stand it.
house.
I can't stand
This
it,
is our
man.
house.
I can't
You can't come
stand
up
it.
in here.
Tell you.
You can't come up in
Woo,
here
God.
and wipe your. You ain't wipe your feet on the rug. You know what I'm saying? Big Ten is our house. You know what I'm
But see,
saying? They come and run off with the championship. I don't like that.
but see, that's the
I
thing.
want to see them again.
That's the thing. Oregon, what they got going on isn't going to last long, man.
Mm-hmm.
Only because once teams begin to understand their schemes and how they play, they're going to change things up. Like
Mm-hmm.
Chip Kelly, when he first came into Oregon, and his was like the fast break, no joke. type offense. Okay, and
Yeah, spread.
it took the college football by storm, right?
Everybody try running the spread offense. Yep.
Once teams began to understand how he played, he didn't win on a lot of games after that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he won some championships. He won a few conference championships. He went to the BCS back then, I think once,
Right.
and that was it.
And got handled by the Ohio State
Yeah,
University. So
yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, my thing is, when Penn State played Oregon on Saturday, I watched that game too.
Mm-hmm.
And Penn State, they had opportunities, man. But
Yeah, it did.
any good team, if you turn the ball over, you're not going to win. It,
Right.
it's not. And
Because
Oregon got 14 points off of 2 interceptions.
mm-hmm.
Okay, but I will say this: their defense got exposed. You can run on Oregon for real, for real.
Yeah.
That boy
Okay.
from Penn State, Singleton, had
Oh yeah.
almost
Oh
200
yeah. He was
yards
getting
against.
off.
He had almost
Yeah,
200
yeah. He
yards
was
against
getting
him.
off.
Huh?
Right. Yeah. I was saying he was getting off.
Look, dude was.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that's why I say, like when it comes to the different conferences out there who are even better, as far as their teams
Mm-hmm.
wise,
Yeah.
Oregon, their best bet is to face Tennessee, personally.
I agree. I
But
agree.
in Tennessee, their defense is fast and
Yeah.
big. Okay,
And they can score. And they can score. So it's
dude.
that's the thing with Oregon. Like if you can't, you have to be able to score points because
Yes,
Oregon is going to put up. They're going to put up numbers.
yes.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to score. Like your defense can be good, but they're going to get theirs. Now,
But
if you
see,
can stop them,
go
if you
ahead.
can stop them from scoring, then they don't have a chance. Like
Okay,
if you can
tell me
slow them
this.
down, I'll say.
Tell me this. You're a football person. How many? What's the word I want to say? How many? I don't want to say times, but how many opportunities do each team get each game as far as on offense? So let's say 2, 4. Let's say the maximum will probably the maximum will probably be 8 opportunities in one game for one
Mm-hmm.
team. Okay,
Right.
depending on because you got to think because when you look at the count of how many offensive plays that they run at the end of the game, majority of the
Mm-hmm.
time it's between 60 and 80 plays. Okay,
Right.
so that means you had at least 7 to 8 opportunities. Now,
Right.
if you can limit Oregon to 4 or 5 opportunities
Mm-hmm.
than what they're accustomed to, and limit them to because it's all about getting stops. If
Right.
you Oregon has never played from behind ever. As far
Right.
as like
Yeah. Yeah.
like they haven't. They have not like they have not had to really take that back one game because they was down but they came back. But they never had to really had a team to lead by 15, 20 points and had to come back.
Right.
Never.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, the one thing about Oregon that you have to do is get key stops, make tackles, like for real tackles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when they catch the ball, get
You
them.
got to you have to make them think twice about coming across the middle of the field
Yes, that too.
because they love that. They love that slant route.
Yeah,
They love them out routes. They love it. So if you can make them a little bit timid as far as coming across the middle of that field, I ain't saying be dirty or nothing like that. No targeting, none of that stuff. But just you gonna know if you're gonna come across this
yeah,
field for that first down, you're gonna pay for it.
yeah.
You good? I'm just clip it. You know how it is around here, man. I don't, no type of respect, man. I don't get no kind of privacy, nothing. I'm just playing. You good? You good? Yeah, nothing
That's
around
funny.
here,
That's
man.
so funny. That's so funny.
It's all good.
It's all good, man. Man,
But
but
yeah,
look,
man, it's one thing and another thing, like you said, like when you get stops against Oregon, man, you have to capitalize once you get
yeah.
that ball.
Oh,
Because
you
if you
have
just
to.
like if you don't make good on it, then they're just gonna figure out a way eventually.
You have to because
Mhm.
what I saw in the Penn State game is that you can run the ball on them, and if you put pressure on them to have to like Oregon is best. Oregon is best when they are ahead. When they are
Oh
behind,
yeah.
like behind, you
Hmm.
limit them. Okay, so
Yeah, I don't recall seeing them behind either. To be honest with you,
nah, nah.
mm-mm. I
Like
haven't seen them play from behind.
they've never had they like the only teams that I can think about that has the offenses to put up numbers and will make them have to run after them instead of them running
Hmm.
after Oregon will be
Hmm.
possibly Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, Ohio State,
Hmm.
SMU because of their offense.
Hmm.
Okay, and that's it really for real
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
once again you and I both agree. I don't. We're wrong. Okay. All respect, they are a good team, well coached, great athletes on their team. But I don't like Oregon, so
I don't either,
I'm
man.
looking for
Like,
somebody to knock them off. The first,
yeah, man,
seriously,
what you hear right now, people, is a Michigan fan and Ohio State fan coming to an agreement on a common enemy.
yes,
We do
no,
not like the Ducks.
no,
Okay,
not at all,
you know
not
we
at
have to
all.
put them. The both organizations have to put them in their place
Yes,
because
yes,
you knew here, you
yes,
knew around these parts.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
You gotta show you pay some dues first. They ain't pay no type of dues, just
Man,
waltzing
man.
off with the Big Ten championship
Oh my
like we
God.
just a cakewalk. I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
And and
Can't happen again.
and it's so crazy because they make it look so easy.
That's what
I'm
I'm
just like,
saying.
I don't like that, man. Like what? Like seriously? It's
Yeah,
but it's okay though. It's okay because they don't get theirs. They are. They
we
are.
got to put them in. We got to put
They
them in
are,
their
man.
place.
They are. Okay, now
Just got to put them in their place.
game time, man. What we got?
Okay, let's get it. I first off, as you know, we have. Well, I don't know what day those are on. I think those are the 21st round. Okay, Friday, December 20th. We have round one. We have
Oh,
Indiana versus Notre Dame.
who do you got? Who do you got and why?
I have give me Notre Dame, man.
Okay.
Reason I say Notre Dame because I believe they're just a tougher team. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
I just believe they have the element of toughness that Indiana might lack right now. Indiana's more of a they give me finesse vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like a diet Oregon right now. So I'm like I just or Notre Dame is establishing themselves. They're finding their rhythm.
Yeah.
They're establishing an identity as a football team, and they've done this before. Indiana is new to this.
Yeah.
They're in new waters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is the stage too big for them? You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I don't know.
Okay.
How are they gonna respond to these bright lights?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's my question with Indiana. Like, I don't know how they respond to this stage to playing on this level with so much at stake. So I'm gonna go Notre Dame because they seem a little more comfortable in that type of role.
I'm going with Notre Dame too, but for this reason, I don't think Notre Dame has a lot of talent on defense and offense, and I don't think outside of Ohio State and possibly Michigan, I don't think Indiana's seen the talent like that as they will see when it comes to Notre Dame. Notre Dame, because it's at South Bend, okay? And even though
Right.
they're both Indiana, okay?
Right.
For
Yeah,
real,
no
for
doubt.
real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
but
Home field advantage for both.
right, right. You know what I mean? But I just think that I, once again, I don't think the coach for Indiana said something after the Ohio State game. He
Mm-hmm.
said, because they asked him a question about his team, and he said the crowd noise was so loud, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's something right there that they weren't prepared.
Right. That's yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and even though it is a home game for both, like I will say, I just don't think that Indiana's players are prepared for, or outside of Ohio State and possibly a bit of Michigan, of the athletes on both sides that Notre Dame
Mm-hmm.
has.
Right.
Seriously, okay?
Right.
Like talking about like they got athletes, man. Okay,
Yeah, they
and
do.
Indiana, once again, outside of Ohio State and possibly Michigan, haven't seen that this year. For real, for
Right.
real. So, and then plus, I really believe I'm pulling for Marcus Freeman, man. I think he's an
Yeah. Yeah.
excellent
Yeah. Yeah.
coach, man. He really
Yeah. Yeah.
is.
He's doing his thing.
You
He's
know what
doing
I
his thing.
mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Notre Dame too.
Okay, one more thing.
Go
The
ahead.
only advantage I would give Indiana is the same thing, like I said, going into that Michigan game. I'm like, they're coming in with no pressure. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's expecting Indiana to make a real run.
That's true.
Like, if
That's
I'm the
true.
coach, I'm telling my team that. I'm like, nobody expects us to do anything. We have, we really don't have nothing to lose. There's no pressure on us you know what I'm saying? Like, Ohio State has pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure. Our head coach is like, he's like, he's like on the edge of the cliff, and
Yeah.
we borderline about to push him off. Indiana is the surprise. Like nobody's expecting us to even be here.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
we just happy to be here. So maybe we just go out here and just
That's true.
be ignorant enough to believe we can win. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only advantage I would give them.
One thing, real quick, the Ohio State thing. This is what I don't like about being too much of a fan. We're
Mm-hmm.
fans, okay?
Right.
At the end of the day, we're not getting paid for this. We're fans
Right.
watching college players do their best out there on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't
Yep.
like how people are going too far with this. About Ryan Day.
Bruh.
When you go
What
after
did I say about Ohio State fans? What did I say about Ohio State fans earlier?
when you go after his family, his kids, come on, dude, stop.
Yeah.
You're doing too
Yeah. It's
much.
ridiculous.
You're doing too much.
It's ridiculous.
But that's it. That's all I wanted to say, man. That was it.
Okay. Just to piggyback on that real quick, and I'm like, man, I'm not trying to defend my man, but it's like I get why everybody's upset, but
Yeah. It's a game.
it's irrational. Like our approach to him and the team and the way they played against Michigan is it's understandable, but at the same time, it's irrational when you sit back a few days later and you think about it. Like it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like you're calling for a coach's head who basically 66-10, who has us in playoff contention every single year.
Yeah.
He loses the big ones. That's the knock on him. But like I said, there's an analogy that when you want to chop down a tree, you have to hit the same spot maybe 1,000 times. Now, we say we go get a new coach. That'd be like starting all over, hitting a brand new spot.
That's
And
true.
expecting the tree to fall
That's
in the
true.
same amount of time.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're knocking on the door every year. We beating on the door every year.
Yeah.
We don't know what we get with a new coach. Like we don't know what we get. Like what? But again, that's a conversation for another day, man. But yeah, I'm going to get your
I just ask that people would just stop, breathe, and remember it's just a game.
Yeah.
Don't take it personal. Don't go.
Yeah.
Don't try to. Don't be trying to threaten kids and wives, and it's going too far. It's going too
Way
far.
too far.
That's all I'm gonna say
Way
about
too
that.
far.
It's going too far, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you putting way too much stock into something that you can't control, first of all, and
No,
it's a bunch of young teenagers, first of
that's
all.
it, man. Come
These
on,
are
man.
19, 20-year-olds. At the end of the day, these are 19-year-olds.
Yes,
You know what
yes,
I'm saying? You put that much stake on a 19-year-old's back, relax. You
yes,
know what I'm saying?
yes.
But next up, man, who we got? Let's go in order. We have SMU at Penn State,
Who you got?
Saturday, November 21st.
Who you got? Who you got, and why?
Uh, I'm gonna go SMU, man.
Are you okay?
I think because no. See, that's because it's going to be something wild to take place in these playoffs. Something
Yes,
wild is going to take
yes.
place.
It sure
I don't know
is.
where it's going to happen. I
It
don't know
sure
who it's
is.
going to happen to.
It
But
sure
if I
is.
had to take a wild guess, man, I would say that maybe SMU upsets Penn State.
Okay. And why?
Offensively, man, like Penn State has proven that they can't get stops when it matters.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying? They can
true.
get stops, but they can be worn down. I've seen Penn State be worn down, and
That's
it's
true.
like I don't know what this SMU is coming with, but they happy to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they want nothing more but to prove the entire world wrong. Nobody expects them to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what type of edge that gives you to have that sort of chip on your shoulder
Yep.
going into an arena that you know nobody expects you to walk out of. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's
That's it.
there's a mental aspect to this game too, and it's like I don't know if the coach is able to pull that out of them, but if he is, they have a real chance
Okay.
of beating them. So Penn State. I've seen Penn State. I've always said I've never felt threatened by Penn State. That's as an Ohio State fan, but I don't believe them yet.
Yeah.
They're good. They can have a great season, but I just don't believe them yet.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all.
I'm going
What you got?
with you. I watched that game.
Okay.
I watched SMU play against Clemson,
Mm-hmm.
and the only thing that scares me about SMU is that they make too many mistakes on offense,
Mm-hmm.
but their offense makes up for their mistakes. They sound
Right.
crazy, but they gave Clemson 3 turnovers, and from those turnovers, Clemson scored on. Okay,
Right.
but their offense is so good. It may sound crazy. Their offense is so good that they don't care if they turn the ball over because they know they can score on you anyway. Seriously,
Gunslinger. Yeah.
it was like they turning the ball over left and right, but they wasn't worried
Mm-hmm.
about it at all.
Right.
Okay, and they came back
That's a
and
scary
almost
mentality.
won. Almost won.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I really, once again, James Franklin, good coach. He's cool. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
when it comes to teams like Ohio State and Michigan, I don't trust him in. I just don't.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what it is. I think you called it lack of
Nah,
trust. I don't trust him yet.
nah,
Now go ahead, my bad.
nah. But and then even though it's at Penn State, their defense, their front four is no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Past that, they got it's easy. Seriously, you get past their front four, it's all day long. You know what I mean? And I
Mm-hmm.
really think that the offense that SMU has, they got 3 weeks to prepare for Penn State. Man,
Yeah.
Penn
3
State,
weeks, man.
Penn State has not seen an offense like this. Oregon was good, but this one,
Yeah.
this young boy ain't no more than 200 pounds. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
slinging it left and right.
Yep.
Okay,
Fearless.
fearless,
You know
and
what I'm
he
saying?
runs. And he runs too.
That's dangerous.
Okay, so
That's dangerous.
man, so yes, SMU, SMU
Yeah. Okay.
in upset. And
I
go ahead.
mark it. Okay. Next up, Clemson versus number 5 Texas. Number 12 Clemson versus number 5 Texas.
Who you got? Who you got?
Ah man, I'm going Texas.
And why?
I'm going Texas, man. Because Texas is coming off of a loss,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they're upset,
Yes.
and they got some. They just got that
Approvingly.
batter in their back right now.
Oh yeah.
Clemson's a good team,
Mhm.
but I just don't know if they're back to the type of good that was winning championships. I
Yeah.
don't know if they're that type of good yet.
Yeah.
And Texas has proven to me I've seen more from Texas than I've seen from Clemson.
Okay.
That's basically what it boils down to with them.
Okay.
With that one,
I
pretty
watched.
simple there.
I watched. Like I said, that game. Clemson. Clemson. It's funny about Clemson, man, because they're. You remember when they had Deshaun Watson and all them back in those boys back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't them. That ain't them. But
Not anymore, yeah.
they do got talent. They have talent on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, if it wasn't for the turnovers, SMU would have won that game for real, for real. But
Mm.
Clemson and Texas at Texas,
At Texas,
I don't see
yes, yeah.
don't see Texas going down two straight times,
Not twice in a row.
not twice in a row. At
Nah,
home,
at home.
nah, dude. And
But yeah, that's
one of the
yeah.
things that people know is that their head coach, he game plans in a way that he has his first 25 plays already mapped out before he runs any other plays. You giving him
Okay,
3 weeks, no, not 3 weeks for this matchup. No, 2 weeks
right.
for this matchup,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. 2 weeks.
21st, yeah,
Yeah,
2 weeks.
21st. Yep.
Now, if if it if it was a week, I'll give Clemson a chance. But two
Mm-hmm.
weeks to allow him to
Yeah,
prepare for them, I don't see it happening, man. In
I'm with
fact,
you.
in fact, I see a blowout for real, for real.
I'm with you. I'm with
Because
you. That doesn't sound.
wait,
No, I'm just saying that doesn't sound crazy at all to me. I can see it blow out myself. Like
oh yeah,
I'm with you.
so
Yeah.
the, they gotta prove something to themselves, to the fans, and to Georgia. Because
And
I
most
guarantee,
importantly,
I guarantee they want to see them again. Guarantee.
oh no doubt.
Go
And
ahead.
most importantly, they got to prove something to Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? They can't let him down twice. They can't let Matthew down twice.
how do
He brought his
you how do you
cowboy hat out and everything.
how do you lose to the same team two times in 1 year? In
Mm.
1 year, that does not happen. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Oregon lost to Washington last year twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, lost
Yep.
losses. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but Clemson is coming into a team that's upset,
Mm-hmm.
mad, and got a lot to prove.
Yes,
And
indeed.
it's at Texas.
At Texas.
I don't see it happening, man.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
either. I'm with you. We in coops on that one. Okay. Number 9, Tennessee. Number 8, Ohio State. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Who you
Yes,
got?
sir. I'll go. Okay. Come on now. Come on now. Listen. We
And
battered
why?
and bruised. We battered and bruised. Our egos are hurt right now.
Yeah.
The world's clowning us. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
That's
Everybody
true.
wants to talk about how we should have did this, should have did that. And I just think we go out there with, I think we have the most to prove out of this entire, playoff bracket. I think we have the most to prove. And Tennessee's in the way. So the reason I'm saying Tennessee is it ain't that crazy matchup breakdown. I don't have no crazy, analytics stats to give you. It's just we got more to prove, and I believe we wanted more. That's
Okay.
all.
Give me a score.
Give me a score.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be. I can't see no blowout. I'll tell you that. Definitely no blowout. But I would say a close one. Actually, I would say 42-38.
Oh, that high scoring game. High scoring.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I think we might have learned our lesson from the Michigan matchup,
Okay.
where we tried to display our toughness. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Have something to prove and prove we tough and we could run the ball and we could take it up the middle and all that good stuff. And I think now we know to rely on our strengths, which is those
Receivers.
stellar receivers we have.
Yes. Yes.
And I think we're gonna let it rock. I think we're gonna let it fly. Will Howard's taking all kind of flack for not being. People are calling him subpar, so it's like he wants to make it known that he's an actual good quarterback. Our receivers are frustrated and they want to show who they really are. They want to flex, and I think the coach is ready to let them because he's seen how it played out by not letting them do
Okay.
what they do.
Okay.
And then I think we're gonna be honestly. I think we're gonna the pass attack is gonna be the at center stage.
True.
And then it's gonna open up the run game. I think it's gonna go the other way around this time.
Okay. Okay.
So
Well, I'll say this: Ohio State got the matchup that I'm sure isn't the best matchup for them because
mm-hmm.
they Tennessee and Ohio State match up very well,
They
very
do.
well. And only thing that for me, what it comes down to is the quarterbacks. I don't trust Will Howard
I feel that.
because the game against Michigan, it showed a lot about him,
Mm-hmm.
how the weather really phased him. The weather
It
really
did.
hurt him, like for real, for real. And
Mm-hmm.
we don't know. You and I both know December 21st on to January next year, the cold's gonna be here. It's gonna be
Oh
cold,
yeah. It's gonna be official.
and it could be snowing by then. Who knows? It's Ohio. You don't know that
That night too. It's that night.
exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust him. Not saying he
Mm-hmm.
can't play. I don't trust. I don't trust him in that type of. He has something to prove. He does.
Mm-hmm.
He does because it's easy to quarterback. Easy to quarterback when it's snow, when the sun is shining, and there's no wind. There's no coldness. It's easy. But when you
Mm-hmm.
got, but when the elements are against you, he showed he could have handled it. That's the
Mm-hmm.
thing that I can't go with Ohio State, man, because
Mm-hmm.
Will Howard is as unfortunately as he go, they go. Because he's the trigger man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just think once again quarterback play.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh man, whew, I don't know, man, because Tennessee quarterback. He's good too. He's
Yeah.
a freshman, and the boy can run. Boy can run, and he can throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh,
This ain't gonna be no cakewalk.
oh, it's not. That
It's
once again, Ohio State, in my opinion, got the worst matchup.
mm-hmm.
Because how evenly matched they are. There is no
Yeah.
like talking about defense, Tennessee receivers are just as good as Ohio State receivers are. For real, for real.
And that scares me to be honest with you because
Seriously.
our DBs have not been the most reliable throughout this season. So
And their run game, they run their quarterback and the running backs.
mm-hmm.
So I'm just man. But you know what? I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee, man.
Hey, man, listen,
Stay
this is one of
consistent.
those games. Is
I
I
got
feel
you.
how I feel, but it's honestly anybody's matchup.
Yeah, yeah,
This is one of those games that
yeah.
they match up so well together.
Too
Like
well.
these two teams too well. These two teams are so like I don't know.
Incredible.
They're almost identical. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's like I'm going off of I can't even base it off of straight football analytics. It's just I just if we wanted more, which I believe we do, I hope we can go out there and show it. Then I think they'll pull it off. But like I said, it can go either way.
I don't trust Will Howard, man. I just don't.
I
And
can dig it.
if this was Will Howard is a good quarterback in the right situations.
Mm-hmm.
And what really showed me about Will Howard as a quarterback, and you know good and well when it comes to quarterbacks, any elements that are not good, it comes
Right.
down to you using your mind. Okay?
Right.
If you know, good example, if you know it's windy, you don't throw a pass by your
Yeah.
end zone. You just don't you
Right.
don't do that. You check down and you run the
Mm-hmm.
ball, or you run yourself, one or the other. But you don't
Yeah.
throw a pass at. Okay, this is this Siobhan thing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and when if the wind's coming this way and you're going that way, that says don't throw at the wind.
Follow the trajectory, man.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah.
seriously, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you know you gotta do something differently. Do it
Yeah.
and see another thing. Obviously, that and they ain't gonna say it out loud, but obviously Chip Kelly does not trust Will Howard in that way to do checkdowns. Seriously,
Apparently
because
not, as the way he called that Michigan game.
because if so, you'd be like, you know what? We're going that way. Let's do some different things. We're at the 10-yard line, or it's a 10, whatever, close to our end zone. Let's
Right.
not throw the ball by our end zone because of the coming this way. Now, if it
Mm-hmm.
was reversed, it'd be different. But
Right.
like I said, I just don't. This game would show a lot if he learned from last game,
Right.
or if they learned from last game. But Chip Kelly ain't him
Right.
because
See, last game. No, go ahead.
like, go ahead.
No, I'm saying last game was a different beast though, because I'm gonna tell you, man, going into that Michigan game, this is Will Howard's first time facing that team up north. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's his first time. Is the pressure is you
high.
probably can cut it with a knife. You know what I'm saying? But and I say that because their coach Ryan Day, you know, he knew how much this game meant. He knew the stakes were high in this game. I'm gonna tell you how he described it. He said the only worst day in his entire life was losing his dad.
Yeah,
He said he lost his dad, which was the worst feeling in the world, and close second was losing to Michigan. Now you put that on a quarterback who's never been in this rivalry before. He's never. This is his first time stepping onto that field in this rivalry.
mm-hmm.
He's got that kind of pressure on him to perform, and I don't think he was ready. Not for that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
when your coach describes this as the close second worst thing in his entire life, besides losing his father.
yeah,
I mean, come on, man. Like you put that. I don't think he put that on his quarterback to go out there and just like everybody knows he can hear. He got internet. He knows people are talking about if he loses this game, he's getting fired. You got your coach's job on your back.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it's like
It's real.
you playing for your coach's job, and I just think that was too much pressure for him. So that's one take that I feel like could have played a part. But yeah, if he can be cool under pressure, man, and execute, I think it'll be all right. But yeah, I get what you're saying though. It's he has lapses in judgment sometimes, and it's
Yes,
costly.
yes. And like I say, Will Howard is a
Mm-hmm.
good quarterback. I can say he's not. He's a good quarterback, but I just don't think that he is good. Good example, real quick. Kyle McCord, the old quarterback for Ohio State last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you compare
Right.
his stats with Howard's stats, guess which one is better? Who has more? Just guess. More touchdowns,
It's
more
Kyle McCord.
yards. I'm just saying. I'm just saying because they criticize him. They criticize him for not being able to do what Howard was not able to do this year.
Yeah.
And with
We went out and
Syracuse,
got Howard.
with Syracuse, he was still accurate, had more touchdowns, and had more yards.
This is a fact.
So you see what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah. We
And
pursued Will Howard.
y'all got him. Y'all got him.
We got him. We got him. So yeah, I mean, that's just a testament to how talented this team is for real. Because we should honestly have more losses for real because we weren't very well coached. We don't have a grade A quarterback. It's just sheer talent all over the field. Like if we were a well coached team, nobody's beating this team. But it's just the game plan is never solid.
Let me tell you this, and you tell me real quick before we go off the air. What is your? When I tell you about this, I want your honest opinion of what it really means for Ohio State. Chase Hurstreet just committed to Michigan. 3-star quarterback. Kurt Hurstreet's son. The son, Kurt Hurstreet, who went quarterback for OSU, his son signed with Michigan. So
I'll say,
what does that say? Seriously.
What it says is every game we lost was called by Kirk Herbstreit. So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing. All of our losses, he was in the booth making the calls and calling the plays and doing the analysis. So maybe it's a good thing his son didn't come here. Good, go over there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, it's but in reality, man, it doesn't really bother me, man. That I don't think that has a major effect. If he was like a 5-star or something, I'll feel more of a type of way about it. And maybe he just wants to. Maybe him and his pops ain't really. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he don't want to be just like his pops.
That's true. That's true. How I took it is the culture's different.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would you not want to? Because it's like this. They showed his statistics, his stats in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Boy can ball. He can ball for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can ball. He can ball. He's good.
Okay.
So I'm like, why wouldn't OSU extend or at least see a little bit about him? So
he's a quarterback, right?
Yeah, he is 3-star.
I mean, we sitting on about what 3? We got. I mean, Julian Sand, Aaron Nolan. It's another kid we just. I
heard he's leaving too. How he's leaving? Transfer. Aaron Nolan.
Which one?
Aaron Nolan.
Huh. I mean, I don't know. Like
because
could be because after a loss like that, like the transfer portal starts to heat up.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's gonna be some moving pieces in the offseason, that's for sure.
Because they're saying that this is what I heard anyway, that next year it's gonna be Sayan's job to lose.
Right.
Over him.
Well, that's he don't want to end up like Joe Burrow.
That's true.
Because Joe Burrow sat the pine for about 4 seasons with Ohio State before he finally got up out of there, went to LSU and ran the table. So
he balled out for 2 years.
We only seen Joe Burrow. Only time we saw Joe Burrow as a Buckeye was in the spring game.
That's crazy. But then again, then again, it goes back to y'all's talent too. You guys are the most talented, probably the most talented team in the nation. For real.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you guys should be. I don't know. We both know it's a lot going on, but
yeah. So
because the talent that you guys have, there's no way you should have lost to Oregon or Michigan. Period.
Man, I'm talking about over the past 3 seasons. There's
Oh
no
yeah,
way we should have had the losses we've had. Like
yeah.
C.J. Stroud, like
Oh
come on
man.
now, like um, what's my man play for the Bears now? I always
Oh
forget his name.
Field,
Huh?
said Fields.
Justin Fields. Yeah, Justin Fields. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes are ballers, and
Yeah.
they've come through here, and we just didn't make good.
Once again, it's coaching, man. It's always
Exactly.
at the coaching.
Like I can only defend my man so far. It's just like I said, I agree with you with all the rational stuff, as far as the threats and all that. That's ridiculous, but I get why people are like, we got to make a change.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if Urban Meyer agreed to come back, I'll help Ryan Day pack his bags.
He
You know what I'm saying? I drive him to the airport. I don't
look,
need no gas money, nothing. Like I
look.
got you.
They interview Urban Meyer about just about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm paraphrasing how he was like, nah, that's because he said he said the game has changed. It's different now.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's not for me.
Now,
Now it's not.
was he saying that to not be a distraction heading into the playoffs? Of course, he's gonna shoot down the rumors right now. He ain't gonna entertain that right now because he know we could. The last thing we need is more distraction going into the playoffs. So
No.
I'm not totally writing him off yet. I'm keeping a little bit of hope
Are you?
for Urban coming back.
What?
If we can talk to Shelly and get her on board,
Mm-hmm.
get his wife on board, and let him come back. And just bring a whistle with you, Urban. You know what I mean? We'll have him back by dinner.
What you gotta think though? Urban's been age, and his health won't allow him to coach like that anymore. Seriously.
That was just his way out.
He would.
I done seen that man crowd surfing on Big Noon Saturdays.
Oh yeah.
I think that was just an excuse to get out. I done see that man crowd surfing. Like,
Man. But
need a
you know what
bar
though?
every week.
I'll say this: Ohio State, this playoff is going to tell a lot.
Oh, for sure.
And if they don't make it out of the first round here at home at their house again, I don't know, bro.
Only thing that can halfway salvage us at that point is throwing a whole lot of money around,
And
like they've been doing.
the thing about it is, OSU has it.
They do.
OSU
It's
has
just
it.
we just got to make good on it because we ain't made good lately. Because this roster is 20 mil, so get the right person to head it up.
Yes.
We'll be going somewhere. So
can you imagine 20 million and you don't win a Big Ten championship or get past the first round?
you don't beat a 6-4 Michigan team.
No. 6-4, 6-5.
6-5.
Yeah.
6-5. My bad.
That's your
I'm
loss.
y'all's win. I don't want to cheat you. Y'all's win. Yeah, it's 6-5. My bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shoot.
Yeah. So yeah, man. But hey, man, it's gonna be interesting though, man,
Yeah.
because it's about to go down.
Well, I guess we'll find out in 2 weeks because the 2021 is going to get real. And
Mm-hmm.
even though we may say this about this team, that team, as you and I both know, anything can happen, man.
Anything can happen.
Yes. Until next time, man. Be blessed. Go blue.
Hey, now. Hey, listen.
Peace.
You deserve that. Y'all deserve it. All right, brother. I'll get with you.
Yes, sir.